December 31st. It's 3:45. The light is fading. And I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. The back of my room is a mess. Please pay it no attention. So I wanted to do a little get ready with me for my New Year's Eve look. I am not actually going anywhere that fancy or that, you know, jazzy. No offense. I am going to a very small gathering at a friend's. Quite a few of my friends are going to be there. It's nothing too big, nothing too crazy, and definitely does not require for me to look as fancy as I'm planning on, other than who I am as a person. That is the only reason. But you know what? It's been a hard year and I deserve my New Year's Eve fanciness. So there will be people at this gathering meeting me for the first time, and they will meet me as God intended, covered in glitter and looking like I've gone to a completely different event than anyone else. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So basically you are going to watch me do my makeup. My hair is already kind of styled, but I'll finish off the styling for my hair as well. And we are starting off with a new Kiko product. Kiko is a really, really great makeup line. Oh, this is the Holiday Fable 2-in-1 Rosy Glow Potion. This is a face primer and a serum, and look how beautiful it is. It's stunning. I'm so excited to give this a try. Okay, so it smells beautiful. Don't know whether I'm using too much. I really don't have a reference for how much of this product I'm supposed to be using. Oh. But it feels beautiful. I've already covered, as you may be able to see, my chest and décolleté in some collection face and body glitter that I mixed into a little bit of body butter. So that's what I've done there. So, ooh. Oh, the glow! Can you see this? I'm gonna drop the brightness of my laptop right down so that doesn't interfere. But my skin looks so glowy right now. I've already applied eye primer. I am going to be, since I will be using some glitter, using the brightening base from the Too Faced Glitter Bomb palette. A New Year's goal that we're going to start right now in this video is not to cover my face with the hand mirror that I use to do my makeup in every single makeup tutorial video that I do, because it's a bad habit. Insert Ed Sheeran here. I have been doing my foundation by combining, oh my skin feels good, the Body Shop Unicorn Beauty Primer Drops with my Peach Perfect foundation in Snow, because it is winter, so I am the colour of a cloud. And that's what I'm going to be doing here as well. Crack out my ring light just to make sure that I don't lose the lighting. Prepare themselves. Oh! We want a mix of warm and cool lighting, and we want to turn that all the way down. So now that I have that, and I know I don't have to worry about the lighting going, we're going to do my eyebrows, and I'm actually going to start sort of chatting about what I wanted to, which was doing a get ready with me, but also doing a kind of roundup for this year. Also, I found the most, finally, only when I changed my hair colour naturally, I'll talk about that in a second, the most perfect brow pencil for lighter haired people who aren't naturally light haired, although this will work if you are a naturally light haired person, but this also works if you are a brunette who dyes her hair to be not colours that are anywhere close to brunette. So this is the Barry M Brow Wand. It has a gel and a pencil, and it's the only brow product I've ever found that actually kind of lightens your brows. Not in a really obvious way, but it fills them and it defines them without darkening them a whole bunch, which is incredible because that is something that I have struggled with my brow products for ages. So the makeup look that I'm going for is kind of loosely 1920s inspired, but I'm not going for a big like transformation. I'm not gonna like cover my brows and do like the 1920s brow thing. So you can see it kind of just lightens it in a really nice way. I'm just gonna fill in my own eyebrows the way that I like, which is obviously very vintagey anyways. Brows should be sisters, not twins. But to be honest, I just want mine to be in like the same family tree. I want them to get in the family photo together. And for someone to say, wow, yeah, you look related. To start off the eye makeup, I am going in with this Tasty Peach palette from I Heart Revolution, which is really, really, really cute. Wait until you see it. It's really gorgeous, and I'm going with this matte pink colour at the bottom. Just literally as a base in the crease. Taking the little Too Faced That's My Jam mini palette, which is one of my favourites, and I'm going to be using this purple bluey colour. It's really like iridescent and beautiful, and that's going to go all over my lids whilst we talk about this year. So at the start of this year I made a video all about sort of gentle New Year's resolutions for this year, because obviously at the start of this year in the UK we were in a lockdown, so I didn't know when that was going to end, and making sort of long-term goals felt like kind of a stupid idea. This has been such a roller coaster of a year. I cannot even begin to describe, not, you know, just for me, not just talking selfishly, but obviously I don't think there's a person in the world that's had an uneventful year. The problem with this year is that it feels like 2020 and 2021 kind of blurred into one big mush. So I find it quite difficult to distinguish them. But some things that happened this year that I was proud of. I got back into a choir and I performed in my first concert in 3 years, and it was doing Mozart's Requiem, which, oh my god, has some really challenging music in, and it was amazing, and I loved every single second of it, and I am so, so grateful that I got to take part in it. And I absolutely adored it. I stuck through with a job that I was very much struggling with at the start of the year because of, you know, just COVID anxiety, and there was a lot going on, but I stuck through, which I'm really proud of myself for. Really, you see how pretty it is? It's really like reflecty, sort of bluey purpley. Because we're going on a slightly sort of pin-up-y take on a smoky eye, I am going to do a bit of sort of a sparkle in the crease using this colour and this colour, these sort of grey colours, just a little bit just in the crease to kind of deepen that up and give a little bit of sparkle to the eye. I made some videos this year on YouTube that I really liked. I think one of my favourites for sure was the vintage morning routine that I did using voiceovers from an actual old vintage films, and I thought that was really fun. I really enjoyed making that one. Oh, my hair! Yeah, so I'm obviously a very different hair colour right now, and the reason for this backstory is that I was at the hairdresser's last week getting my hair done, getting the roots done, and I had noticed before that I had some broken hairs. You can probably, like, you can see there's kind of a big old chunk that I don't want to pull out because I've gotten it to misbehave, and there's like some up here as well that you maybe kind of see. Again, I just got them to behave, so I don't want to pull them out, but I have basically like a little chunk of broken hairs that had gone quite, like, they were like, I think they were about this long, that were really short, and me and my hairdresser were like, what are those? My hairdresser checked, she's really wonderful, she checked all the way around my hairline. I don't have any on this side, they are all kind of on this side and a couple around my ears. I don't have any at like around the rest of my hairline on the other side of my head. It's literally just there, so she didn't think that it was bleach breakage or bleach damage or anything like that, which was obviously my main concern because I have been blonde for about 2 years now, so I've been bleaching my hair for quite a while, and I know that, you know, that can be quite hard on your hair. So I was worried about possible damage, and she said, you know, I'm happy to go ahead with bleaching your roots and keeping your colour for now. If you come back and it's worse, we might have to think about alternatives, but, you know, right now I'm happy to do it. But in my disaster-oriented brain, I already started thinking about different hair colours that I could go because I knew I didn't want to have really dark hair again. Katie did offer a solution in that she said I could go back to a more soft sort of honey blonde, so it's not as bright as my previous shade was, which I kind of don't know how it got that light because we didn't bleach all of it. We've only been bleaching the roots. We used a different toner, so maybe that's why, but I don't know how it got as light as it did, but suffice to say it was that light. But in my head I was like, I kind of want to be either the really light bright blonde I am or a different colour, and she gave me the colour book and I saw this. Now I have washed my hair since I got it coloured obviously last week, so it is not as punchy as it was when I first got it done, but I love this copper colour. I love it so much. I think it's so pretty. I've been really enjoying sort of rediscovering my wardrobe with a new hair colour. We're going in with the glitter. It's happening. And whilst I think, yes, blonde suited me so well, and it did, I'm never gonna deny that. I loved being blonde. I really love this colour. I think it suits me super well. My hairdresser would not let me go a colour that didn't suit me. So this was just so much fun. And I've just, in case you were wondering what I was doing, sprayed my brush with a little bit of my setting spray. And I'm going to let it dry for a minute, and then I'm going to put more of the glitter on to get a real punch. A colour called Glitter Goals. Making sure I'm doing as well is sort of tilting my head back am making sure that I have colour in the crease as well, because I don't want that like gap when you kind of, you know, when you raise your eyebrows and you have just like a gap of mascara. That might just be me and how my eyelids are made, but it is a thing that I get sometimes and I don't like it, so I'm making sure that I don't have that. I'm going back in with the palette and I'm using this colour, Plummy, in my crease for definition. It's gonna be a long video. Oh, that's better. I'm using the colour Undercover from Too Faced. So as far as goals for the new year goes, I have a few that I would like to meet, that I would really like to meet. Number one being, I would really like to move. I've had a series of employment where the pay has meant that I could not viably live on my own. Some of you might know I lived in the north at the start of last year, so 2020, but even that, like, my accommodation was kind of secured by my job, by which I mean I lived where I worked. It was hell. Basically, I don't work there anymore. I'm never going back. I don't know why. I lived where I worked, so that was like, I've never lived on my own in like a little flat that I could go to work and come home from. I haven't lived on my own in that independent sense since university, and I of course really miss it. So that is my goal for this year, is to get my own little place that I can, you know, decorate, fill with kitschy crap. I'm going back in with this Heartbreakers concealer. Let's go bold. I'd like to hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm at nearly 2 now, so I think that hopefully that should be doable. That should be an achievable goal. I would really like to think. I'm going to highlight the inner corner with more glitter. This glittery shade. Oop, this glittery shade from the That's My Jam palette as well. In terms of like YouTube and content, I want to obviously grow my YouTube. I'd like to get more, not just more subscribers, but I'd really like more sort of engaged subscribers. So I know there are a few of you that sort of comment on most, if not all, of my videos, and it's so nice when I can sort of see those names and recognize you. And I really like that about YouTube. I like the sort of community feel. So I would like more of that rather than just more empty numbers on a screen. So more sort of engaged and regular viewers. So I can build my little vintage community here. That would be really nice. Yes, I love that powder. It's so soft and silky. And then I'm using Revolution bronzer just to sculpt. I'm using this blusher constantly because I'm addicted to it. And that is the strawberry blusher from Revolution. I do have another new blusher from Kiko, but it has not arrived yet. I only ordered it a few days ago, so I will do another tutorial with those products, maybe doing like a review of Kiko as a whole, because I really like the makeup brand. It's cruelty free and the packaging is really gorgeous and it's really good value for money. So I will do that, but for now we're just gonna go with what we've got. So a lot of people think I use too much blush, but the thing is I don't care. And then because my body glitter is blue, I want to use my Diamond Lights highlighter from Too Faced. So let's go. Ho 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 ho. Oh, I love this highlighter. For the final touch to the makeup, we are going to use this gorgeous Holiday Fable Enchanting Lipstick by Kiko, which, how pretty is this? Oh my god! It's so sparkly. I thought they were really playing this up on the like promo images. Let's see. So no, they weren't. This is even more beautiful than I ever could have imagined it would be. It's the perfect like rosy, glittery. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pop into my dress and do my hair, and let's see the final look. So I have now officially satisfied my need for some extra New Year's glam. I'm so happy with how this look came out. Everything from how weirdly perfect my hair is right now, to the eyes, to this gorgeous, gorgeous new lipstick from Kiko, which when I'm not wearing red is definitely going to be one of my staple go-to colours because it's so pretty. I feel like very Daisy Buchanan right now. If you want to see this dress in full, it is in my birthday vlog from turning 23, and you can also click the link to watch the inevitable Instagram reel. And the biggest shock of 2021 was, yes, I got the clock app. My boyfriend made me get TikTok, and I have been posting my Instagram reels on there as well. So I would say if you want to see the best version of the reel, watch it on Instagram, because that's what I design my reels for, but they're also on TikTok if you have that and you want to follow me. So I will put all of the links to my social media and everything in the description, as I normally do. I am so happy. I will see you all in 2022 when this video will be uploaded, and I hope you have a fabulous New Year's, and I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Remember to have courage and be kind, and may all of your dreams come true. Bye!